Hello guys, Prince here. I welcome you to today's video. Forgive me, I haven't been able to stick to my promises or to my promise that I said I will be more frequent now. It's just that creating content and work is not really easy for me. I've got a lot of things to cover, and coming back to create content, trust you me, it's something that I'm trying very hard to do, but I'm not finding that easy. So we're here today. We're gonna see what we can learn and what we can benefit from today's video. Of course, before I get started, there was this bundle that I'd opened in my previous video. I just want to tell you it's now available for sale. The amazing thing is that I'm gonna be running a promotion for 1 week. This bundle will only be available through direct purchase, or what we call off-store purchase, and it will be available on PayHip. The link is going to be provided in the description. It's not going to be available on Creative Market. It won't be available on Creative Fabrica until the end of October. So please take advantage of this. You can buy it off store, meaning you can buy it direct from me. You're in Zambia, you're in Botswana, you're in South Africa. Anyway, you can use mobile money to send, and then you're going to be able to have this bundle. It has about 18 templates. Okay, so this is going to be amazing for your work, and it's going to make certain things like editing become very, very, very easy. As what I'm going to be designing in today's video, please, you're going to find it free of charge on Creative Fabrica. All I'm requesting from you is please do like some of the products there, follow me on Creative Fabrica, and leave a review. One thing about me, I don't like giving things out for free because it makes them lose value. So if you are not going to be dropping some reviews on the design that I'm going to be doing today and giving it for free, I'm going to delete it. So if don't play smart, if you're downloading it, leave a review. It's going to benefit the next person, because if you don't leave a review and I discover people are downloading and they're not leaving reviews, they're not following me, and they're not liking my product, I'm going to have it taken down. Having that said, please be reminded that this bundle is going to be selling for $5. Please, I do not want people contacting me and asking me to convert. No, Prince, how much is this money in my currency? I don't know. Go online and then you can do something like this: dollar to kwacha, or dollar to pula, dollar to rand, dollar to naira, and then it will be able to tell you, if I put $5 here, it will show you how much you're supposed to pay in your own currency. That's how much you're gonna send. For those who have got spaces on their phone, you can download any currency converter of your choice, and then you can be able to convert that currency. My WhatsApp is gonna be provided in the description of this video below if you're watching this on YouTube, and above if you're going to be watching this on Facebook. Get in touch and buy this bundle. It's going to be very much affordable. $5 wherever you are. Botswana is $5. Convert that into your own currency, and that's the money that you're going to be sending. So in today's video, I want to make a crossover Facebook cover photo. Okay, Facebook cover photo. That's what I'm going to be making today. I'm not going to be making the normal. I want to make that thing that they put behind Facebook. Yeah. So please, let us get started. I'm going to be using this background, I think. And before I can do that, I'm going to go to my rulers here. If you don't have it, you can just press Ctrl R on your Windows, and then it's going to, they can go all the way, or you can have them restored. So what you're going to do is just right click on top and make sure that your pixels are selected. And as you can see here, this is what we're going to be working with. Okay, this is what we're going to be working with. I believe this can fit unless otherwise. Okay, so let me tell you what I've done. Okay, I was able to just add in some, increasing some resolution and stuff like that, because it wasn't really coming out that well. It wasn't really coming out that well. But please, you can do your own research on the dimensions that can fit. Yeah, for me, it's this. But okay, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Let me show you something. Let me give you this so that you can be able to to maybe just keep the exact dimension. For me, I've increased the resolution, which has tempered with some of the numbers. So the proper resolution for there, I think if you don't want to mess things up like me, it's gonna be this, okay, 851 by 315, and then you can keep, this is the reason why I've made it become so big, because at just 75 it's kind of pixelating, but that's what fits. You know, you can increase the resolution, I feel, you know. Yeah. So please keep this in mind, okay? Keep this in mind. These are the exact dimension that can fit properly, but I trust even this might be. So let us do just that, or maybe let me not do that. Okay, let me just do this. Let me just, okay, no, we'll just call this a banner. Okay, let's just make a banner for a crossover. We'll say it crossover banner in the description. Okay, so I'm gonna have that, and then once that is there, I'm gonna be using some of this. But I love this picture. I was able to use some enhancing to just try get some details because it had distorted, but I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so I do not have the right to use this image. This is one of our prophets, Prophet Theo Kelvins here in Zambia. Amazing man of God. You can search for him on Facebook. He's doing amazing things, you know, through God is really showing off through him. Yeah, so we're gonna have him there. Control T. I'm not doing this because I want to be making posters for him, please. Okay, my hands are clean, like the way his hands are lifted. My hands are innocent, so I love this already. Okay, I love this already. So we're gonna get rid of this, but I think I love the red, and then let us go ahead and just get some of that blue, and then we're gonna you know, and then here we're gonna be using this. We're gonna be calling this Night of Elijah. Of course, you're gonna be having the editable one. Okay, it's not like you all supposed to call it Night of Elijah. Control T is what we're gonna be working with, you know. So I'm just gonna put this here, and then I'll also just have this taken off, taken away. Wait a minute. Okay, so let me just save this on the desktop. Okay, done. Let me just get rid of that, and then we're gonna do some working here. But before that, I want to go into this. Where is that? You remember we had made a crossover poster? Was it this? There is something I want to get from there, something very important that I want to get from there. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so let's come back in for sale, where we have some of our templates, and then we're gonna look for, okay, let me even just try to use this. Let me open this on another page. Okay, like this. No, we're not updating it. Okay, so this is nice because I've collected 2 of the resources that I wanted. Just a minute. I'm just replying to a message. Please forgive me. Okay, so I'll get some of the resources here, maybe even the name, you know, the light, good for me. So let us go right ahead and then have him here. Let us see if we can control. Should we have this? You know, always follow what I do. I normally encourage people to say graphics is about just be open-minded and try out things. Please Don't be, I'll keep on emphasizing, I will keep on making an emphasis on that. Okay, don't be scared to say, no, just put things, see, look, take a look at it, give it a minute. Okay, how is this? Okay, so there is this, and then there is this. So which one do I want here? Okay, I think I love this because of the way, but I love the blue lighting. I could want, good. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make it bigger, like so. Let's get rid of this first. So like so, and then I don't know why this blue is looking like this. I wanted something like, okay, good. Get rid of that. And then we're gonna put this, yeah, I love now this blue guys. Okay, awesome. So for now, I'm gonna get this and see what I can get from here. I didn't plan on, I just want to see if there is something that I can be able to get from this and there. No. I want to see if there's just something I can get. I'd love the way this is. So I don't know what you think, guys. Can we get something? I love this. But then could want to make a duplicate and then see if I can blur this with an emotional blur and see just, maybe let's just add a layer mask and then just paint out maybe certain things. Maybe we can remain with this, add it there, maybe make another duplicate, put this on top of him, and then maybe bring it here like so. I'm not gonna add any color because on the color grading we keep some things hidden for the sake of the classes of those people that we are teaching color grading. Okay, so we'll see what happens with these. So for now I'm okay with them, but let's get rid of them for now and then have this here. But what I want to do here is get this text effect, get both of these, bring them in here, and then I just want to add this on this. Good. And then just group this. I'm not explaining nothing. Please, if you want to learn something, okay, don't worry, we're gonna try something out. Awesome. Okay, this is looking much nicer. Okay, so I'm just gonna group this and I'm gonna call this text for now. Okay, so we're gonna go this Night of Elijah, but we just want to we don't want to make it in those type of posters that speak. There are those posters we say speaking posters. So can we play around with the shadow? Okay, it's too much. First we're gonna make it be very much visible and then bring it in here like so and then drop it again, so awesome. Night of Elijah. But there's something that I need to do. Let me go back here and then let me just make a selection like so, and then let me rasterize it, and then let me cut this, and then let me turn this into a smart object so that I can have it so closer by. Should we make it more? Okay, so what can we add here now to make this Night of Elijah awesome? There was that thing that we had used on the crossover last year, if you remember. Okay, there was those ribbons. So I'm gonna use a ribbon on this. I keep on also saying this when it comes. Look, you see all these folders. Some of the folders are not even been opened. You see, some of these are not even opened. I've even seen godling layers. Okay, so these are resources. All these are resources. So I tell you, there is nothing like I'm a good graphic designer without resources. You're just joking around. Okay, so you can see here we have got about 13 of those ribbons. I love this one. I've used this a couple of times, so it's the one I'm gonna use. Okay, so we're gonna just make sure we use this one. You're free to use anything that you want. I'm gonna use that one. I love this one. I don't want anybody attacking me. Prince, you have been using that for too long. You can get yourself a pack and then use the one that you feel will do it for you. For me, it's this one. And I love this text effect as well, but for now I don't want this one. Okay, I just want to balance up his necktie, you know. So what if we want the J2O? Okay, we can add a layer mask, and then we can go right ahead and just begin to paint some of those, some of that. Okay, look at that. Now what am I going to add in here? What am I gonna add in here? What am I gonna add in there? Or maybe if we had pushed it more on this side like so, so that we create more space where we can write something. What do you think? So we go back again and we begin to balance up this. What do you think? Should we get rid of that as well? Or we leave it? Let's leave that one. Okay, so we're gonna say Night of Elijah 2025 to 2026, and then we're gonna just make this like so. I think most of the process I'm gonna be doing here, I did it when I was doing the crossover last year. Yeah, so but I think there's a problem here. Okay, solved. So we're gonna have this Night of Elijah. I didn't want something to do with Moses. Night of Exodus. Yeah, so I remember these steps. With graphics, it's the same steps. We just change the creativity, the creativeness. Otherwise, the steps will always be the same. You know, you wanna do that, do this, do that, do this. So if we wanna follow this, today is gonna be a tricky one, huh? Because it will come like this, but then wait a minute, or maybe we get this. Okay, so we can go right ahead and maybe just steal this, but I would want to have the shadow just pushed in a bit, and then maybe just drop this. Okay, sorry I kept quiet there, was trying to concentrate. So we're gonna be using that as a text effect, and then we're gonna say, maybe on top here we can say cross over service. Okay, and then we can maybe bring there. Today we're gonna bend some text. I don't like this type of designing. Trust you me, I don't like it. You know, this issue of bending text, I don't like it, but I'm just doing it today for the sake of doing it. You know, I don't know if we should put it on top, so we can go right ahead and do that. Crossover night. Guys, is this making sense? Or maybe we could have left the text being straight. What do you think, guys? Tell me in the comment section, which one do you think could have been better? Because already I'm getting frustrated. I don't like bended text. I don't know, you know, and I can feel my curiosity killing me now. I feel like just opening that up and just saying, hey, can I have my straight designing? And then, you know, guys, designing. Okay, so we have our text here. What else do we need? Okay, so we're gonna go back and check on our lights. Our lights, I think, will still be doing a great job. I don't know what you think, but for now, let us give ourselves some output choice, and then just add a plain layer mask there, and then just put that on top of him, and then let us have a line which is a reflected one, like so. And then let's just now paint out, because we want some of his hands. And then also I might want this to be kind of closer maybe, but just guys, I'm not comfortable with this. Please just permit me to change it. Just permit me, I beg, oh, I beg, just permit me to change it. I'm not having it, trust you me, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Okay, so that we can just have some choices, maybe some multiple choice. Okay, so we get rid of that. Okay, and then we get this, and then we bring this, and then we save this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make two, so that for those who don't like. Okay, so you know where we are taking this, right? We are taking this here. Okay, no, this is the ribbon, so meaning we're taking it in here. Okay, so bring it here, and then we're gonna get rid of, so you see what we're going to do here. What we're going to do here is this. We'll copy this, right? Awesome. And then we'll make a duplicate. Okay, so that those that want these can do those, one that want those. Okay, which one did I delete? What am I doing, huh? Guys, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so let me select this, delete. Okay, so we're bringing this down to here, to here, like so. And then we're just going to repeat that same process that we did. Okay, so we said we delete that. What we want is this here. Okay, so we can now start just painting out. Okay, we start painting out. Start painting out. Okay, so I think also this we don't need it. So here we don't need this, and also this. This. Okay, so we don't want that. So where is graphics? Graphics. So you see where I'm making a mistake again, huh? I don't want to start editing. Let me just be honest. So we are getting rid of that payment. I'm sorry for delaying you guys. So I'm getting rid of this permanently. Okay, just allow me to do this, please. Allow me to do this. Let me get rid of this, and then okay, so there is this. Okay, so let me bring this in here. No, okay, fine, please just forgive me. Since you are people are going to be watching this video, you know the steps that I'm taking. Let me not spoon feed you guys. Okay, I'll leave the text there, separate folder. You edit it yourself, because I wanted to make it easy, but no, you edit it yourself so that we can move. Okay, you edit it yourself. So I'll leave it on it. That's like the way I've saved there. You can go, you edit it, you bring it in here, and then you make those changes that you want. So let me try to see if, sorry, we can see if we can have him. What if we have him here? We use the same we try and use the same trick we used of cutting out. If you don't want to try out things, it's your photo. It's your photo. So this one can't work out, huh? What am I trying to do here? Okay, only if the hand was okay. Okay, I get it. This one will not work. Will work, but I think I don't have time. So let us bring in him here. You know, there's the way I wanted him to be. Okay. Just put him in here. Crossover service, crossover night service. And then we can call it night off. So let's go back again and bring this in here. Okay, night off. Okay, so what are we adding now? We need to add in okay, so let me come back here again, make a duplicate of the background, and then let us go right ahead and then just do this. Okay, then bring back that background, add in the layer mask, and then just begin to restore certain places. Okay, so that is okay. And then I think, where is our pastor, our prophet? Okay, how are you guys? You're still here? Let us continue, let us continue, let us continue. Let us just continue. Don't worry. Prophet. TL Kelvins. Please search for him for those who wish to maybe want a man of God to follow. He's a very good man of God. Okay, so I'm not okay also with the shadow. It will push everywhere, by the way. So someone was asking me, what can I do to avoid this issue? The method that I have is using an extension like Shadowfire. This one, I can add shadows to individual objects and control the distance differently. You know, the distance, the angle, yeah. So let us see if we can turn some of the text into just to add some colors. Okay, so there was something I wanted us to steal from here, which is look at the date. Okay. Okay, change my mind. I've changed my mind. So what can we add in here? We can add the venue. Okay, so venue, we can just steal this one. I don't have time to start typing. And then we can change the color to white. And then we can change also the paragraphing. And then I always love to find the reason why I must align things like this. So what from here we can add in free transportation. Free transportation. What else can we add? Then we can say contact. I remember even for the one we did last year, we had added the contacts and free transportation. Contacts 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, what else can we add? Is there something else we are carrying? What did we just copy? What is it? Oh, okay. Okay, guys, I'm almost done. Okay, I'm not gonna add a lot of things after this. Okay. Awesome. What else can we add? For more information, which is gonna be different from this one. For more information, and then we can add this. Sorry guys. And then here on the come for your miracle salvation and undiluted word of God. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. Okay, I'm still alive, guys. Okay, I'm still alive. You know, this is what happens in the real world of designing. You get lost. You normally get lost. So please, I'm not explaining anything or the shortcuts that are being used, because this is not a class, as in, you know. And then we're gonna say invite someone. I'm gonna put this word in here. Okay, so from there I just want to get everything and still put in this. Okay, so I know what to get. Awesome. So I just want to align this with that, and then come back to our man of God. Where is him? I remember we locked him somewhere. Where they? Okay. Okay. So what we are left with now is date and time, of which I was thinking of adding that maybe here or adding it here. So we can say when do we even have these crossovers? Huh? When do we have them? Is it 31st? Should I give you these guys for free? It's already looking too nice to be given for free. I've started thinking about it now. Let me think about it. Let me think about December 31st. Okay. What else can we add? This December 31st will be on what? December 31st will be on a Wednesday. Then we're gonna be Thursday one, so it's gonna be weed day. Okay, so what else are we adding here? We're supposed to add the time. So which one is the common time for crossovers? The common time for crossovers is 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Can put this here, and then we can bring this in here, and then we can put this there, and then we can say time. I think we can say Wednesday and just put this across here. And guys, that is how you make your crossover banner. But you see, this place is too empty. which we can't afford to have. Okay, I think it's this. What do you think? Like so? Or maybe we should add that same thing that we added last year. How many remember what we added last year? Or this year we add something different? We add something different. What do you think? And then add that. Let us go right ahead and check on those colors. How many remember those colors? Or maybe we just use one now. Or we can bring this and just bring it maybe just a bit like so. It's a template, it's not a final work. You can change what you want. Please don't crucify me and say, no, please, you know, the way it was at first was okay. Those lights you added just ended up confusing everything. You see? Okay, so guys, this is how you can make a crossover banner. We still have some space here. I think some balancing from this space. This is too much. You know, maybe we might need to work on those. I don't know. You know, just balancing. Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't know. Yeah, so you can add one or two things that you might think of adding. So I'm taking these 2 steps ahead. So maybe this as well. Cutting. Why am I stressing like this, huh? You people already know what you can do here. So what is the value? Okay, I'm tired, guys. You can balance this other later. So that's how we can do the Night of Elijah. And then let us get the flare as well. And then just take it out. This one, I don't think I'm balancing it up. Like layering it. So I think there was a mistake here. Oh, as we were moving it, huh? Sorry, I didn't even pay attention to that. Okay, so we might want maybe to zoom in here. Okay, mistake. So just this is okay. Okay, so the flare is too big. There, like so. We might even add one here or add one there, regardless of where you want them to be. My name is Prince. I'm tired, signing out.